Hey guys, Brandon here with Comic Book Revolution. Going to try something different today, do a video review. The book I've got today with me is Takio by Brian Michael Bendis, Michael Oeming, and Olivia Bendis. Basically, first thing I want to say is you guys are probably cringing. You're saying, oh no, somebody from the Revolution is reviewing a Bendis book. We already know how this is going to go. Not necessarily. Sure, we kind of dig on Bendis a little bit. We don't like his Avengers. That's okay. I'm not getting into that on this. Ultimate Spider-Man, personal favorite of mine. I've read it since issue 1. Great book. And that's kind of the vein that Takio is in. It is a creator-owned property by Bendis and Oeming. It was written with his daughter, with Bendis' daughter. It is a book that's appropriate for children. That's kind of the whole idea behind it. I will say this is a hardcover. The sucker costs $10. It's pretty much worth every penny in my opinion because it is a decent book. Let's get into it. As you can see, the art here on the cover. This is Oeming. If you've read Powers, you know what to expect. I've never read Powers, so I kind of came into this fresh and new. I'll be honest, the main reason I got it is because it was written by Bendis and his daughter Olivia. My daughter's name is Olivia. I figure even if I don't like it, heck, she might like it. Who knows? Story is basically about two girls. They're siblings. The older one is an adopted sibling. From what I can tell, their father has died, and their mother's very stressed out. They have a friend named Kelly Sue, whose father is kind of billed to be a mad scientist type. It's kind of hard to tell. I was kind of under the impression that this was an all-in-one graphic novel, but apparently with this volume 1 here on the side, it's going to be continued, and I'm okay with that. But we kind of get the impression that Kelly Sue's father's a mad scientist. Her mother's left her. That's kind of where the story goes into. Something happens at Kelly Sue's house with her father that causes Taki, who is the older daughter, this one, and Olivia to get superpowers, or as they call it, Kung Fu telekinesis, which is possibly the best description of a superpower I've ever heard. Basically, the whole book is a setup book for future adventures. You know, they learn how to use their powers. Olivia is only 7, so she's pretty hilarious as a little kid who wants to fight crime and be superpowers. Taki is kind of the voice of reason. Olivia is all about adventure. The word Takio actually comes from Olivia, combining Taki and the O from Olivia. She doesn't get that it's pretty obvious. It doesn't really help their secret identity, but it's pretty funny. It makes for a funny book. If you don't like Bendis speak, you may not like this book. I don't normally like it, but it works because they're kids. And the banter, constant going back and forth, much like Ultimate Spider-Man, it works very much because Taki is 13, Olivia is 7, Kelly Sue, I believe, is also 13. She's in the same grade as Taki, so I imagine so. The banter works really well, actually. I liked it a lot. I'm actually looking forward to where this is going to go. I'm going to continue to buy this. I bought it for my daughter, but I'm actually going to continue buying it for myself. This is one of the very few Bendis books that I really, really enjoyed. Right up there with Ultimate Spider-Man. As far as the art goes, I wasn't very familiar with Oeming's art. Hope I'm saying that right. I hope it's Oeming. I'm not very familiar with his work. Some panels it works really well. Most of the time it actually works really well. It's, you know, as you can see from the cover, this is pretty much standard for the whole book. That's pretty much how it goes. In a few panels, see if I can find one real quick, the faces look a little off. Not super concerned about it. Like this particular panel, I'm not a huge fan of that, but I'm not going to critique it that much because He draws better than I do. I'm not going to say much. But I feel like I got plenty of money's worth out of my $10. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough, really. I was really impressed with it. Which, you know, coming from me, if you follow me on Twitter or anything, you know I'm not a fan of Bendis in general. So I'd say that's pretty high recommendation. I mean, there's no Silver Surfer in this book, and I still love it, so you know how that goes. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to where this is going. I hope they continue at this price point, $10, high quality hardcover. There's no jacket. Thank God there's no jacket. Jackets on hardcovers are the most annoying thing ever. Yeah, but I don't really want to go into the format of the book so much. Really, I'm going to say, as far as a Revolution rating, I'm going to give the story 8 Night Girls out of 10. I give the art 7.5 Night Girls out of 10. So, you know, overall 7.75 Night Girls out of 10. That's a decent score. It's a really good score for a Bendis book from anyone from our website. I don't mean to hate on Bendis. I don't hate him. He's done plenty of good stuff. He's done plenty of stuff I don't like. You guys all know this. This is a good one. Go get it. I recommend it highly. And hopefully we'll see another one very soon. And thank you for watching the review.